What's going on out there in YouTube land? Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's, pulling through and dealing with shit as it comes and going with the flow. And you know how we do shit here on this channel. And just FYI, I made a post last night, or a couple posts last night, because ran into a unpleasant reader in the YouTube world. Still don't know if I'm going to make a video on it yet or not, to be honest with you. Still thinking about some stuff, but just a prime example of what we don't want or need in the tarot community. King of Cups on the bottom of the deck before I start shuffling. Giving ourselves self-love and all that kind of fun stuff. All that nitty-gritty stuff that nobody sees. All the fun stuff. But thank you for all the likes, shares, subs, donations, all that stuff. Appreciate everything. It all helps regardless what you do. It all helps. Eight of Wands, before I cut it, you got movement. Communication, movement, confirmation, Magician. It's in reverse, along with the Three of Wands, along with Death. You're going over stuff. We're still in that void. I know whenever I look at my pattern app, which if you don't have the pattern app, I put a post up. It's been a minute ago, but put a post up. This app is an astrology app that deals more with your moon aspects and your actual whole chart. So might be something to look into. I don't know if it's available for iPhone, but I know it's available for Android. We got the Sun. It's in reverse. Like I said, that void. Kind of like you're not really doing anything. You're just kind of existing. Well, that one just did a dead drop. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, you're at a standstill. You done did what you needed to do. Now you're just gonna sit here and you're just gonna sit here and you're just gonna you're just doing your thing. It's kind of like a no harm, no foul. I mean, with that Seven of Wands in reverse, I mean, you're just kind of You know your worth, you know your value, you know this, you know that. So you don't have to worry about anything or anybody. Full in reverse. Yeah, you're at a legitimate standstill. Which there's nothing wrong with being at a legitimate standstill. Sometimes that's what we need to be. Funny on how. So you're moving this back a little bit to get it into this groove so the cards aren't right on the back of the phone or on the screen of it. I set down the deck and we have the Ace of the Swords. Yeah, you're facing the facts. You're facing reality. You're sitting here facing the facts, facing reality, understanding your worth. It's like something's brought to you, you're sitting there bored with it. Because it's like, I already know what my value is. I already know what I'm looking for. And I damn sure ain't got the strength to be dealing with you idiots. Considering you just sitting there alone, chilling, not having a care. I mean, of course he looks bored. Who wouldn't be bored when you're alone all the damn time? You know? It's a different feeling whenever you do it because you want to do it. You're not trying to sit there and make friends. You're not trying to sit there and fit in. I don't fit in, and I embrace that shit. Knight of Swords, yeah. Knight of Swords right here. And looky here. First, the card on the bottom of the deck. Knight of Swords. So come on. Yeah, Nine of Cups. What did I say? You understand everything. Five of Wands. You're just going through people and cutting through people and not even fucking worrying about it. Kind of like that issue, kind of like that channel last night sitting there running her damn mouth. I don't even remember what the hell the channel's name was. Don't even care. You know. My whole point is kind of like what I said. It's kind of like the way we need to be. Now, I'm not sitting here saying you're going to be love and light and all happy-go-lucky and bright and shiny and everything else 24 fucking 7. That don't do it. 8:18 on the clock. But when you, like, as you see in the post and shit, yes, tarot, the spiritual community, astrology, numerology, it's becoming more mainstream, if you will. But the mainstream part of it, 90% of it is just blowing smoke. Like I always say on this channel. You want love reads, you want this, you want to know when your next ex is coming back and all that bullshit. Search. Those channels are a dime a dozen. They'll sit there and blow smoke up your ass 24/7. And see, I know for a fact about the channels I myself am subscribed to and I watch. Yeah, you have the few that are sitting there all love and light and everything, and they don't so much beat around the bush. They're not as direct as I am, but they don't so much beat around the bush. But you know, they try to give they try to ease the smack in the nuts, and they try to ease that knee going up into the groin area, metaphorically. I don't care. We all get kicked in the balls. We all get this. We all get that. Give me 2 cards for this first pile, please. So, if you're going to sit there, and I don't care who it is, I do not discriminate. Man, woman, child, black, white, pink with purple fucking polka dots, 10:01 on the clock. I do not really give two shits in the wind. Because guess what? If you're here on planet Earth, I prick you, you're gonna bleed red. So your skin, tight, tone, whatever, size, none of that shit means anything here. Or with me. You're a human above anything else. Anything else. So, yeah, well, we got the 10 of cups and the 6 of wands. Yeah, you're holding off because you know what you're waiting on. You're done. You're just waiting on shit to start moving. Literally, that's what we're waiting on. Shit to start moving. Your I don't give a fuck switch is working correctly. You care only the amount that you need to. You've learned not to take shit so... I mean, you still take shit personal. Four of cups over the 7 of wands, yeah. You're sitting there just going over stuff and making sure that your game is on top of it. So when the universe does bring in that cup, does bring in that other person, does bring in that other opportunity, whatever the hell it is, because channel on YouTube is general. Just because I'm saying it's not a love read doesn't mean that that's not what you're dealing with. I mean, let's face the facts of reality. But you're sitting here, it's not so much your focus, it's you're fine-tuning, you're tweaking shit. So when that does come into play, see, you're resting, you're getting ready. You're on your game, you're sitting in your throne, you ain't playing no games. The only games you're playing is on your phone or on a game console. Or computer, if you play on a computer. That's it. 3 of Pentacles. Over that Fool. Yeah, why did it... For those of you who are all worried that Fool's in reverse, it's in reverse because you're sticking to your guns. That's what happens when you understand your worth. That's what happens when you know your worth. There's no need to become unbalanced because as the page, you're in a vulnerable state. You're in a vulnerable state of learning, of this, of that. You know, you're willing to learn, but you got to have people around you that are willing to teach and willing to go your speed. Look at that. 9 of Cups over that 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're waiting for that offer to come in. Is exactly what you're doing. Ace of Wands over that 9 of Swords. When I say you're moving towards it, you're ready. It's just universe and spirit and everybody else. And while I was sitting here, Queen of Pentacles in reverse showed itself. Knight of Wands on the bottom of the deck. High Priestess landed on that Ace of Wands and kind of on that Knight of Cups in reverse. So it's coming. It's just, if you're anything like me, then whenever you find you got something to do, you focus on that. You get it done. You live your life, but you get it done. Oh, those are legit. So, you know, it's a simple fact of You're not selling yourself short. You're not going to be settling for anything. You're just, like I say, you're waiting for your marching orders. You're waiting for that thing to come into play for not so much to rescue you, but you're waiting for that door to open so you can walk through it, is what you're waiting on. So keep it up. Keep it up. Good read. Good read. So until next time, namaste.